Ha, what's up, y'all? We live, baby. Y'all trades, Etrexo Army. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? London, 3 a.m. Sorry I couldn't jump on last night. We had a crazy storm. A crazy storm that took place, knocked out the power, no Wi-Fi. Computer couldn't jump on. None of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we here. We here. GJ looking pretty for us. Yeah, let's just sit tight. Let's watch. Let's see what happens. Let's check the stream connection real quick. Let me move this over here. For the viewers that are online right now, go ahead and drop a like so that this stream gets out to people that need to see it. If you're first time here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of content that pops up on the page that you might find useful. So feel free to like the content, scour through the content, learn whatever it is that you want to learn. There's going to be a lot more on psychology that takes place. So, sit tight, and enjoy the ride. So the move that I was looking for to take place, essentially happened. It happened pre-London Open. Now it's pulling back, as you can see right here. Let me see something real quick. What we got on the daily? Don't you dare. Stop that. Let's see. So 4 hour pulling back. 4 hour candle pulling back. 1 hour candle pulling back. So if you look here, right, we had a heavy resistance right in this region, right? Heavy resistance. It tapped, pull back, tap, pull back, tapped, pull back, tapped, pull back, tapped. This is where I took my entry on Monday. Took it like right at the break over here. What happened? Pull back, right? We took a few buys actually. All 3 buys that I took on Monday hit stop loss because I was expecting price to bounce back up to, these levels up here. This right here, this level right here on the weekly time frame is the wick from the previous time we got up there in that high. So you see here, this is just a wick. Now that we broke this high right here and we're trending in that direction, we should see a push higher, either to fill this wick completely or to push a little bit higher up into the zone. This zone right here is my -27 Fibonacci level, based off of the pullback that we have received to the 61.8 on a daily level. So we come here to the daily level, right? And then we just look at the chart. We see where was the last high that was printed. And if you look left, you'll see that the last high that was printed was right here. That's the last high. So if this is the last high, all of this is part of one Fibonacci. There is no changing or deviating from it until this one makes it a low, makes this higher low right here. This won't be valid as a high. This is still the high right now. So what happens is from the bottom here to this upper wick, we pull back right into the 61.8 zone. So when we pull back to that 61.8 zone, we look for that negative 27 as our first target. So that first target is 142. About 142, I say 142.90, 142.88. That's that level that we have. So that's where you got that drawn out from. So we come back down to our 1 hour time frame. Now price has pulled back to resistance, right? Or resistance. Now it's acting as, we're going to see if it's going to act as support or if it's going to break through and change direction. So we're getting some wick rejection right now. If I were to draw my fib from this low to this high, we're right in that 61.8 level zone. So we come down to a 30-minute time frame. And we see what happens here. So we have our first candlestick right now. There's 23 minutes left in this candle, so it's too early for us to just jump in, because what essentially could happen is price could just break and completely crumble. So we want to see some type of wick rejection on that first candle, that red candle, and then followed by a green candle to confirm that as a level of support. So right now we're playing the waiting game. If we were to take any type of entry, it would be around that region there. Stop loss maybe 10 pips, and then we're targeting our 3-to-1s. So we're definitely not going to get in right there. So let's say something like that. I feel like my nose is bleeding. And for the people that are watching right now, if you have any questions, any concerns, go ahead. Feel free to drop them in the chat box. You know, I am looking at that. If there's any charts you want me to look at or anything along the lines of that, you know, feel free to drop them in the chat. Let's talk. Ooh, that bad boy moving. Ooh. I like that wick to the upper side. That lets me know that there is room for price to continue up. What's our stop loss? We got 10 pips. You see that wick rejection? That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see that wick rejection. get back. All right, so while we wait, let's talk about let's talk about like psychology. Let's talk about the mindset, how you guys should be thinking, how you guys should be just viewing the charts as you're trading. Because the thing is, trading is primarily psychology. There's more psychology involved than there is anything else. I'm reading a book right now, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Let me see if I can find the cover for this book. This is the book. I took the cover off because it keeps sliding around and stuff like that, but this is it right here, Trading in the Zone. If you could see that. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. A phenomenal book, right? A phenomenal book because it teaches you not about a strategy. A lot of us when we trade, we're looking for a strategy. We're looking for something that the holy grail that'll make sense when trading. And the reality of it is there is no holy grail. There's 1,000 strategies out there. And I know I spent quite a few months just looking at strategies, buying courses, scouring YouTube, watching countless hours of just videos of people talking about this strategy, that strategy, insane goal strategy, insane GJ strategy, insane strategy, 90% win rate, all this blah blah blah. He say she say stuff, right? And all of it works. There's a lot of successful traders out there. But the thing is, if you want to be successful in this industry, it's not what you find in the external world, but what you find in the internal world. And what I mean by that is internally within your mind, right? If you want to be successful, you have to be in a mentality that allows you to be successful, right? You got to look at every opportunity that presents itself in the market as a brand new opportunity, right? You can't look at trading in the sense of I was burned in the past, so I'm going to potentially be burned again on this setup, right? Because the thing is, you may have took this setup right here in the past and you were burnt based off of this setup, this specific setup. It broke out, it pulled back. You expected the pullback to take place. You jumped in for a buy, and then it immediately stopped you out, right? Stopped you out. You're like, yo, I don't know what just took place. It just stopped me out. Now, lo and behold, this was a quality setup. You could have took it. The price is trending up. It broke previous resistance. Now it's acting as support. You could have took that setup. That could have been your setup, right? But because price has burnt you in the past, you're allowing this to pass you by, and you're not even going to take it. And that's the issue. You just got to be, willing to take it, accept the risk that comes with taking this setup. If I jump in right now with a 10 pip stop loss, that means that my stops are below this low right here, right? Below this low. If price breaks below that to create a new low, then yeah, possibly price is just going to continue to create, lows. It's going to create another low, maybe even come down here to test this zone right down here in this region, because this was my initial golden zone based off of a Fibonacci from that low to this high. So maybe it's going to come down there and test that level, right? But you'll never know if you don't take that setup. You have to take the setups. It's important for you to take the setups, right? Take the setups, risk small. Don't be risking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% of your capital, right? Risk 0.5%. This is a long-term game. If you told me you had $100 in your account right now, if you told me you had $200 in your account, if you told me you had $300 in your account, I could show you how to get $40,000. I could show you how to get $10,000. I could show you how to get $50,000 up to $80,000 that you can start trading with in the next few months. All you got to do is just learn how to risk small. Learn how to risk 1 to 2% of your capital at any given point in time. Learn how to risk 0.5% of your capital on any given trade and be disciplined to do that. I could show you how to get that capital. But the thing is, we allow ourselves to rush the process because we either see other YouTubers or we see Instagrammers, living a flashy lifestyle, burning out in, Lambos and Ferraris and McLarens, and we want that. And the thing is, if you want that, you could get that, but you got to understand that they went through the trials and tribulations to get to that point. It didn't come just with ease. It didn't come just by them, risking massive amounts in the market. They had to learn. They had to start somewhere. So that's what you got to understand as a trader is you got to start somewhere. And in order for you to build the confidence to get to that point, you have to start small. You cannot over leverage yourself in any part of life. You cannot over leverage yourself. You over leverage yourself, it's damaging to your persona, it's damaging to your mindset, it's damaging to who you are in nature. Right? So that's just a little talk as price plays out. So the first 15-minute candle close, you see right here, look at this. Look at this. This is wick rejection. Wick rejection. Now we want this candle to close green. If it closes green, we're going to take the buy. Take the buy, 10 pip stop loss, expecting price to continue to push higher. If not, what we're going to do is we're going to wait price to pull back as far as it wants to pull back and then print that green candle. But you see this right here? This is what we want. We want some type of bullish candlestick to form right here as support. And then we're going to take it. So we're going to jump down. Let's see here. 30-minute time frame. Still playing around. But you can see right here we have like a level of support. Resistance that's not acting as support. This is another level right there. This is the initial level. Now that's another level right there. You got some wick rejections, tested candles, tested, wick rejection, pushed above, tested, pushed out. Now we're right here. Let's see what happens here. I'm going 10 pip stop loss. Where we at on the 4-hour time frame? You see, that's why we didn't jump in. That's why we didn't rush the gun. Because now it's in drawdown. So we're going to sit tight still. Yeah, 9 minutes left for the 30-minute to close. Still pushing down. Like I said, if you like what you just heard, if you like this type of content, go ahead and like this video so that YouTube can do its algorithmic, thing and push this video a little bit further out. Feel free to drop a comment of what you think. If there are any charts that you want me to review, feel free to do so. Woo. Look at that candle right there. Look at that candle right there. My little girl had a cold, ended up getting me sick. It's all love. It's a part of the process. All right, so as you can see, price is still pushing down. Not an issue. No support was formed. There's 5 minutes left of this candlestick here, so it could create a wick, close bullish. If it does do that, we're going to go ahead and take the buy. If not, we're going to let it continue to push down to form some form of support. And then once we get that support, then we're going to, take that buy to the upside. There's two things that could happen here. One is price is going to come down here to this trend line. We're going to get wick rejection followed by a bullish candlestick, right? Or we're going to break this trend line completely, tap the moving average, and then we're going to start pulling down. If we start pulling down, there's no, for me, I'm not going to take any sells because of where price is. I mean, yes, there is range for price to like tumble to form its lows and then turn around. There's really not there's not in my opinion. I don't foresee price coming all the way down here, 78 pips, and then we got a wick right up here, which is 25 pips away. So if we're risking 25, let's say 20, 30 pips to make 72 pips, that's a good risk, but I don't see price going that far down. I don't see it going that far down. if we were to see anything take place, I'd foresee price coming right in this range here. Right. And that's about 40 pips. So you're talking about risk 30 pips to make 40 pips. It's okay, because you're risking less than you're going to earn. So it's a good possibility, but because price had broke out of resistance, I see it pulling back to form a level of support, and then it's going to turn around and continue up. You know, we might even see 4,300 be tapped. But honestly, price over the long run, price could come up here to this 145 zone. I mean, it's a stretch. It's very far. But price could very well go that far. It could go. Just keep going bullish for a while. Brexit is over with, so we don't have Brexit, causing confusion and causing a lot of disparity in the currency pair. You have small news here and there, of course, that takes place that we gotta be mindful of. But outside of that, GJ pull back. Let's see Forex Live. European opens equities lower to start the day. I don't see nothing, it's all bogus. Alright, so you see, that's the reason why we didn't just jump the gun and take a trade right there. That's the reason why. We got a minute left, and this candle has just gone bearish. Now we're down at the trend line with wick rejection. If this candle closes with a small green body, we're definitely taking the buy opportunity, because what that means, we have a hammer pattern that has formed at support. Check. Make sure everything is the levels, everything looks good. YouTube's telling me they're not getting enough info for the string. All right, so the candle closed. Let's see here. Candle closed with a wick rejection off of that trend line that we created here. Price was just trending up nicely, but we definitely came back to this level of support. Previous resistance now acting as support. We just want to see this hold as support, and then if we do see that, then we could take the setup to the upside. What's this range right here on this candle? This candle 7 pips. Let's see what we get right here. Drop into a 5-minute time frame. Sounds like it's raining outside, guys. Hopefully it doesn't thunderstorm and knock us off of the stream. Give me just 1 second. Check, check, check. So let's see how this plays out here. We're still sitting tight, still sitting on our hands. Yo, what is YouTube talking about my stream? Top of my boy Hob just joined the live. You know, I gotta figure out how am I gonna do this Zoom with the live mix. YouTube telling me I got poor connection. I highly doubt that I'll be able to do a Zoom call, a Zoom live, and a YouTube live at the same time. But I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure that out. Let's see what shakes. Whew. Ooh. GBP sell chances. You know what? You might be right, bro. You might be right this time. I'm gonna hold you to that because I remember the last time we were looking, you mentioned that and that thing dropped like 70 pips after you said GBP sells. So we'll see how that play out. I see from like down here in this little zone, from like here to the upper wick. Like this is the little golden zone right here. I don't know if price is gonna fall that far though. I don't know if it'll fall that far. We drop down to a 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I don't know if it'll fall that far. I mean, we saw what happened here. Like, you were talking GBP sells like right up in this region, and it fell like 75 pips. Ooh. So 50, 58 pips. This possibility. Talking about call the Great Britain pound. Tell him to short that mug. Hey man, if that's the case, I might need to hit him up. Like, yo, let's go long. Let's go long to 143. But you're right though. I might have to just pull the Ethernet cable out and just connect it completely. It's not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Yo, does the stream look fine to you? Is everything cool with it? Yeah, I don't know what YouTube be talking about. See, I was getting these same stream messages yesterday or the Monday, talking about there was like serious issues that needed attention, but everyone was saying that it was perfectly fine. There was no issues. So we'll play it the way it is, and then I'll just watch the playback after we're finished with the call. But yo, if we look at GJ real quick, AU looking prime too, bro. See lower right here. You know, AU has like two opportunities. There's like a short-term opportunity and this massive long-term opportunity. We got mad wick rejections up here in this range. I mean, we could potentially see it fall about 300 pips. I mean, it's been on an uptrend for some time, so it's hard to call like that massive of a drop to take place. But between those like wick rejections up here in this zone, you know, that being like previous resistance and support, we draw a fib, we probably got like 78.6. Little 78.6 pullback. Yeah. That's on the weekly time frame, so that's a massive pullback. But we did break these highs. So let's see what will this look like. So we got from here to here. We ain't tapped the 27 just yet. I feel like that would happen if they don't make that stimmy bill. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, you absolutely right. That dollar need to go bullish. I mean, having a stimulus for a lot of people is gonna be, you know, great. For us as traders, it's not gonna be great at all. It's not gonna be great at all. I'm just looking at it from, if the dollar were to go bearish, This is just this is just ridiculous. Get rid of all of this bullcrap. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey man, your AUD is falling off a cliff. Your AUD is falling off a cliff. AUD is prime when it comes to retracements. So I don't know if you took an impulse sell on this right here, but there is an I don't know if the second opportunity already presented itself through this wick right here. Let me see some real quick. 15. Nah, so I don't even think it really, the retracement took place just yet. So you could see something like that, and then it'll fall off down here to the zone. But if you took an impulse, shit, you good right now. You real good. You sitting pretty. You sitting real pretty. Cause I've noticed that AU USD, it's structurally sound when it comes to like structure and how it moves. Like it creates its like higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows. And it follows these patterns very well. But what you're looking at right here, man, it popped. It popped through. So. Smart man. So you waiting for another 15 minute to close? Oh, I see what's going on. It's 26 minutes left. 26 seconds left on that one. Ooh. Look at that. Hey, that's solid, bro. That is solid. GJ doing something pretty right now. Them wick rejections. Come on, baby. Let's see how this play out. Yeah, I'm definitely bullish on GJ. I was bullish the other day when you were calling the sells. I didn't expect it to fall that far down. I knew like there was gonna be some type of retracement, but when you were talking sells, we were just like, yo, it would have to break these lows before I sell off. It damn near just touched the lows and then shot up. Touched them lows and just shot up. And I took three trades. The first two ended up, getting hit stop loss hit. But then that last trade, I was up 2%, and I should have closed. But some told me, nah, just go for the 3%, move stops to break even. So I put stops at break even, and it hit the stops. Yeah, that was on Monday. Oh, bro. GGA yesterday was just so pretty. And the thing is, I was completely asleep. I woke up briefly at 2:45 and then realized that, all the power was knocked out, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. And I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna sweat it. I ended up going back to bed and I saw it. I saw it when it was like lows down at like 140, 150. And then when I woke up, that thing was just traveling through 142. Say, have you doing anything with GA? Solid, solid. Looking forward to that markup, bro. Bro, you know what I hate, man? I wouldn't even say hate. What I recognize, I'll just do markups on other charts just to do them to preoccupied times, and them things are just smack TP. But then when it's like you go to take the trade, you be sitting in drawdown, and it'll just move sideways on you. I don't know what it is. It's like I'll just come here, just start looking at it, mark some stuff up. You know what I'm saying? This looks like it might be a little buy set up. You know what I mean? And just get your stop loss right, get your TP right, get your TP set. You come back a day or two, and then boom, the thing is like in profit, in massive profits at that too. What we got going on, GJ? Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow it down, buddy. All right, there we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right, so we got wick rejection followed by this bullish candlestick. Now we want this bullish candlestick to close bullish. If we could get that bullish close, we are taking that setup. Ten pip stops. We're still. Nah, so it's gonna push. I see a push, and then it's gonna retrace. But you see, there's two things that could take place right here. Yeah, dog. Story of mine too. There's two things that could take place right here. So we got this previous high, a previous lower high. We can either wait for this to break. So 142.522. So basically like 142.5200. We can wait for that to break, or we can see if this is gonna come down, create a higher low, and then if it creates a higher low on the 5-minute, we could take it take a buy to the upside. But because if you see here on the 30-minute, you know what I'm saying, we had wick rejection followed by more wick rejection right in this golden zone. And we got 8 minutes left, but we can see how this candle closes right here. Since we're at previous resistance acting as support, this candlestick right here being a hammer candlestick is kind of like a bullish indication that price is going to go up, right? So with this wick rejection at the 20 moving average, so there's quite a few confluence. You know, we got the support now, or the resistance acting as support. We got price hovering on the moving average. We have wick rejections. We drop down to a 15-minute time frame. We have even more wick rejections. So there's like wicks, wicks, wicks. And now we just broke this 15-minute candle, and then what looks like we're breaking this 15-minute candle. So let's see here. So we're going to sit tight for a second just to see how this one plays out. Damn, that thing is moving. I don't want to rush the gun real quick. I do not want to rush it. Because if I take that trend line from there to there, you see we're still within that trend line, that downtrend, right? Because price could just be pulling back to create a high based off of this high, and it'll pull back to create a higher low, then break the trend line, create a higher low, and then take off. That bad boy is flying. Yeah, so now you see this massive bullish candlestick, which is 8 pips on a 15-minute time frame. It's massive. Let's see. Man, that's too much. I wanted something small like this where I could just clip it, jump in, and then ride the wave up. That bad boy is so big. Man, it's still pushing. So let's see. All right, now we're at the trend line, the descending trend line. See how this plays out. We broke above this level of resistance, this minor level of resistance. Hey, if anyone is new here, feel free to like the stream, you know, just so that I guess YouTube will push it out to whoever they need to push it out to. It helps me. It helps the stream get out to more viewers, and in return, you know, more people learn from these streams. In the beginning, I talked a little bit about psychology, you know, just the ways for you to, you know, boost your confidence through, you know, looking at trades individually instead of looking at trading as like a whole, right? I'm reading this book, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. It's a phenomenal book that teaches you, you know, that uses real life experiences, you know, to kind of and it compares it to trading or whatnot. Like, for instance, it was using an experience of a little boy interacting with a dog, right? And if the first encounter with a dog, and it's funny because this past weekend I was at Piedmont Park with my little girl and my girl, and this little boy, we got a golden doodle, and this little boy, little kid, maybe like 3, 4 years old, just like walked up on the dog, and his mom rushed over to like pull him away or whatnot. But the little boy, he seemed completely unfazed at the dog, completely unfazed. But the mom, on the other hand, she was more nervous, defensive in a sense, and it makes you think, like, because in the chapter it was relating a little boy approaching a dog, right? And the reason why I can relate to that is because this little kid has no type of mental blockage, any type of mental memory of a dog attacking him. So any dog he sees, he's gonna approach and want to hug it, want to pet it, want to put its hands on its paws or its mouth, real quick, easy. While a parent, who has life on this earth, may have seen videos, on the news or in person, have personal experiences of a dog attacking them. So to them, they're a little bit more weary. And the same thing applies in trading, right? This could be an opportunity right now, but you're looking at it from a standpoint of, oh, I've been burnt on a setup like this, so I'm not taking it, right? And then if it does hit your TP, wherever that was set at, you're looking back like, damn, I knew that was going to hit my TP. But why did you know it was going to hit your TP, but you didn't take the setup? It was because you related this opportunity to a past opportunity that you were in previous, right? And that's one thing that we need to eliminate. I know for myself, I need to work on that. Is eliminating the fact of, separating each trade and not looking at each trade as one trade, right? Because every trade is a separate opportunity. There's no one trade that is combined with another setup or whatnot. So that's just a little nugget, from the book Trading in the Zone. Just keep that in mind. All right, so we're pulling back again. Coming to a 30-minute close. We got a bullish candlestick. We got a nice bullish candlestick. Wick rejection to the upside. So we're pulling back now. Cool. I want this to pull back enough where the stops are below these lows right here. Let's see. I'm still not in it. Still not in the trade right now. No setup for me yet. So it's pulling back. You see, so if I would have jumped the gun and jumped in at the breakout right here without waiting for this candle to close, we would have got caught in drawdown and eventually would have been stopped out, right? So jumping in here, to me, there was no opportunity, because if you come to the 15-minute time frame, it was just wicks. This 15-minute close is the candle that confirms, that the bulls have stepped back into the market. It's a massive bullish candlestick, right? But you see how we're getting these like massive bullish candlesticks followed by these sellers pushing price back down. What we want to see now is for price to break through this trend line right here, this descending trend line. We want to see it break through, create some type of higher low, and then we're going to take the buy opportunity. Whoa, look at that candle. Man, AU is still pushing. All right, so you see here, these moving averages are starting to tighten up right in this region here. But the blue is still over the orange. The 20 is still above the 50, which is a good sign. Nothing to be concerned about regarding like a sell-off taking place or whatever. It's always a good sign. But we could start to see some curling take place of the moving averages pointing down. But at this moment, they're still pointing up. So honestly, where price is located right now, you could take a smaller lot size trade right in this region here, with just a larger stop loss, if you want to like get in the move and then go to bed or whatever the case may be. So like something with like maybe 25 pip stop loss, if you're not into like a 3-to-1, and go 25 pips, you know what I'm saying, something like that. So you at least give the trade breathing room, right? If you're not as aggressive with the like 9 pip, 8 pip stop loss, 10 pip stop losses, as I'm doing right now, you could go a little bit larger, 25 pip, 30 pip stop loss, give yourself some breathing room and just go like a 1-to-1, right? So you're risking 1 and make 1, or you're risking 1 and make 1.5, right? Something like that. Because 142.90, 143 is very reasonable. I'll say that for the very least. We could see a 143. Maybe even this week we could see a 143 this week. If we continue to push up, we definitely could see a 143 this week. But where price is currently at, I'm sitting tight on my hands and I'm just waiting for price to, show me his hand, like for certain. Alright, so as you can see, price is starting to push down. We're getting some wick rejection now. Let's jump up real quick. That doji. On a 1 hour time frame, but what do we have here? Yeah, wick rejection. Now price is pushing down. So swap this song. This song is making me fall asleep. All right, so now we're getting nice pullback. We got 28 seconds till the 5-minute closes. Got another 5 minutes till the 15-minute close. So let's see how this plays out. So we formed a level of support. Let's see if this can hold right here. Right there. And we're at that 61 level, that golden zone right here in this region. Let's see if that could hold. Are you going to hold? Or are you going to break? Let it be known, baby. It's starting to break. Or is that just going to be a wick rejection? Bro, GJ is testing me, bro. It's like, go ahead and jump in. I'm just sitting tight. I'm just sitting tight. Up. Up. Is that the higher low we were looking for? Is that the higher low? Is that the higher low? Let's see what we got. 7 pips, 10 pips. Below those lows. Let's see here. I'm still not in anything yet, guys. You see, so what could happen here is this. One or two things, right? Let me try to clear some of this stuff off the screen. Let's make that invisible. Whoa. Yeah, I think this might be the opportunity, guys. So you see down here is that level of previous resistance that's now acting as support. We pushed down, we came up, pushed down. This level right here was a high that needed to be broken and never broke that high. So it pulled back, and instead of pulling back and forming a new lower low, it pulled back and now it's turning around to form a level of support in that region there. Let's see, we got 43 seconds left. It's a red candle. So what what I would be looking for at this moment now is for price to close green and then push and break above this area here. If it could break above that area here, we could take that setup, something like that. 10 pip stop loss below these moving averages for price to continue to push higher. But it looks like we're gonna sit tight down right here in this region here, still printing bearish candlesticks, which we don't want to see, so we're not jumping into anything just yet. There's no opportunity just yet. But there is a lot of wick rejection. Let's see if it's gonna break that trend line now. All right, there's 3 viewers here. Hey, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the stream, go ahead and drop a like, just so that YouTube can push the stream to, a further audience. I'm Yama Trades, Etrexo. I got my boy Hob in here with Mind, Body, and Soul. We getting active, 3 to 6 a.m., or until we take a trade opportunity, right? If we take one trade opportunity, we hit, there's no need for us to be on live for like 3-4 hours, right? If no opportunities present themselves, then we sit tight, we wait. If you pray to a higher power or whatever. Oh, we got 2 likes. Hey, excellent. If you pray to a higher power, make sure you give grace to God or whoever you praise. That you were able to wake up today to see another day. To be able to place another trade, because today is a blessing. It's a blessing for certain to be able to be awake, even if it's raining wherever you at, even if you're sick, even if you just lost your job, or some happened to you, someone turned their back on you. It's a blessing that you are alive right now, right? I want to put something in perspective, right, as we wait. Last year, you know, when everything transpired with that bug, right? That bug. There was like over 1 million people that lost their lives due to something they couldn't even see. We're not talking about a gun or you know, someone doing something malicious to them, you know, a chemical or whatever the case may be. Millions of people lost their lives to something that they could not even see. For you to still be alive right now is a blessing. It's a blessing. Just always remember that. Always remember that. No matter what you go through, always remember that. You're alive for a reason. Figure out what that reason is and execute. Let's see if we gonna pop this. You see that? I like that candlestick. All right, so we got 10 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. We got wick rejection on this 30-minute candle, followed with this level of support that was created, which was the golden zone, the 61.8 retracement. Right, we're starting to. We haven't done it yet. Thought we were starting to break that trend line, but we aren't breaking it. If we break it and close above it, I think that's presenting an opportunity for us to take. All right, guys, I think this is the opportunity. I'm jumping in for a buy. Yeah, I'm going in for a buy. Remember, if you're risking anything, 0.5% max. I'm in on a buy right now. I got 10 pip stop loss. $150.06. So let's go. Let's go 140. $40.06. We definitely don't need no 6-1. We just need our 3-1. Where's 1-1 real quick? All right, so we got 1-1 right here. I'm at 150.06, so let's say one. Where we at? $50.06, where we at? Right there. Boom. All right. We got 40. 140.06. Right there. Boom. All right. Let's go 3-1. 142.81. All right, so we in the trade. Like they say, I accepted my risk. Did you? We're gonna watch this one play out. I feel the buyer's gonna step in. Look at that bad boy move. Come on, baby. Let's go ahead and pop above that resistance. That's what you need to do right there. Yep. There we go. There we go. There we go. Can we get a push? Where the big money at? Where the big money at? Remember, guys, don't have no weekends, right? No weekends. No weekends. Accept the risk, take the trade. Accept the risk, take the trade. So we broke above this like minor level of resistance right here. We broke through that trend line, and now buyers have stepped in to push price. We had some wick rejection. We had a level of support that was formed at this level of support, right? So because this was resistance in the past, it broke above and then it pulled back. Now it's forming as a level of support. Now what we want to see is we look on the 30-minute time frame. Look what we have here. We have a level of support, and then we got 4 minutes left of this 30-minute to close, and it's forming this like hammer candlestick pattern with this massive wick, right? What we want to see is for this to just continue to push in this upward direction, which is starting to do. And then we want to see price go 1-to-1. If we can get that 1-to-1 with the close above 1-to-1, then we'll move stops to half and let it continue to run. Or you can either move stops to half, or you can move stops to break even once it's at 1-to-1 and just let it drive. If it's gonna drive up, it's gonna continue to push, right? Or you could just do nothing. You could leave it exactly where it's at and just let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. But right now, you know, I'm on the table right now with how much I got on the table? 1%. 1%. I got 1% on the table on this trade. Oh, and by the way, this is on a 5%ers account. So I initially, we got 4 streamers. Yo, if you're new here in the stream, we're currently in the GJ buy. You know, don't rush it if don't rush it. But we're down here at 142.50 50.06. Or about 3 pips in profit, just kind of holding weight. Max. So what's up, Max? Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Anybody new to the stream, please like the stream so that this can get out to a larger audience. Like the stream, and then subscribe to the page. I got some new content that's coming out this week, so you're gonna be in for a good surprise. You know, you're gonna be happy with what comes out. But right now we're currently in this GJ buy. We're looking for a 3-to-1 right here. This blue line, this is our 1-to-1 level. So let's go ahead and set an alert. So once it smacks that, you know, we can get excited. If you want, you can set a like a buy limit right down here at 142.50.06, just in case like there's like a wick that taps it and then it continues to push. But right now it looks like we're pushing. Ooh, we got 5 likes. We got 5 likes. This is a good stream. This is a good stream. But I'm in here in conjunction with my buddy Hav. He runs Mind, Body, and Soul MBS. It's a forex group where he does teach individuals how to trade. He does live streams on Zoom calls as well. He does Zoom back testing sessions over the weekends. So he's in here right now. If you guys want to chat with him, ask him any questions, feel free to do so. Your entry with a limit order or manual. So Max, my entry was manual simply because I was watching the chart the whole time. If I were sleeping and I was looking for price to retrace to a certain level, then I would set that buy limit. Or if I was waiting for price to break above this high right here, but I was looking for like a specific price to jump in at, then I would have set a buy stop. Right. So buy stops, sell stops, buy limits, sell limits. Those are great tools to use. The only thing is that I dislike is when you're using tight stops such as like 9 pip, 10 pip stop loss, you got to be mindful that price can retrace to your buy limit, open your trade, and then continue retrace and then stop you out before turning around and going in the opposite direction. So I have one trade open. There's no need for me to open multiple trades. Just because you're putting too much, now you're putting so much risk on the table. You see what happens is I take 1 to 2 trades, 1 to 3 trades per day. So if I take my first trade and it's a loss, I'm gonna take another trade. If that one's a loss, I'm gonna take a final trade. And that final trade, if that one doesn't hit, then I'm done trading for the day. But if I were to take, let's say, 3 trades on this one or 2 trades on this one, and this one were to stop me out, now I just lost 2 trades in 1 trade. So now I only have one more opportunity. These are just my rules that I stick by, right? And I just live by them. If I take 3 trades and they're all losses, I'm completely done. I'm not trading no more. I turn MT4 off. I'm reading this book, Trading in the Zone. It's teaching about psychology. I pick that book up and I read up on that book. But other than that, there's no need for me to take multiple trades. The only way I would recommend taking multiple trades is, let's say this starts to fly upward, it breaks this resistance and then it pull backs, creates support, and then continues to go up. Then you can take another trade, but that's called scaling in. Right, scaling in is a tactic that intermediate traders use as a beginner. If you're a beginner trader, I wouldn't recommend trying to scale in, because what happens is, let's say price does come up to this level of resistance right here, and then you jump into it, but then it's pulling back to stop out. So now you're gonna have a loss followed by a break-even trade, and you're gonna end the day off with a loss. So it makes more sense for you to just hold that first trade to your TP. So if your TP is like a 3-to-1, just hold it to that 3-to-1 and let it play out. And just build that confidence of taking a specific type of setup over and over and over again, right? All right, so GJ is still pushing. Give me just a second, guys. just took place with the music. Let's drop some Black London. That's what I want to hear right now. Some Black London. SoundCloud. That's pretty loud. Are we not connected to Bluetooth? GJ still running right now. There we go. I said, why mistake? Check it. Alright, so how much time do you spend daily on trading? Not much. I mean, the live, as you can see, the live stream's been going for been going for about an hour and 35 minutes. Last night I was like, looking at GJ for probably like 30 minutes right before dinner. So it depends, man. If I jump in a setup that smacks TP in 5 minutes, then I'm done. I've been burnt too much in the past where, I would jump in a trade and then take another setup because that one happened so quick, right? And then lose all my profits and end up losing on the day, right? So what happens is if I win in a trade, even if it takes me 3 minutes and I'm in and I'm out, I'm done trading. There's no more left. There's nothing left in me. So I'm currently in just GJ. So for those of you that are new to the stream, feel free to like the stream, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. But what I want you guys to right now we're back at entry. So right now 142.493 is where we're currently at. Price is starting to pull back, so we'll see if it'll hug these moving averages, give us some wick rejection, and then continue to push up. If anything happens where price continues to push bearish, we'll just get stopped out. You know what I'm saying? So right now I have 1% on the trade. So if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. If price turns around somewhere down in this region here and starts to curl up, that's solid. But this area right here, we're risking 10 pips. This is 101 is 10 pips. Once we get to 10 pips and close above 10 pips, we're moving stops to break even, and then we're just going to let the trade run. But the Grim, I'm long on GJ right now. Hey man, I appreciate everybody on this stream right now. Everyone that's commented, everyone that's just been in tune. We got quite a few likes. Quite a few viewers that jumped in, jumped out. Hey man, if you jumped in and got active with us, man, I appreciate you. Four minutes till this 15-minute candle close. All right. Why are you not getting them numbers though? What do you mean by that? You talking about viewers? You actually just checked your content. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, you know what happens? Just share the content. I'm not worried about forcing people to view, because you got to be mindful. There's a lot of people that don't have the discipline to wake up at 4 a.m. to trade GJ. Right? You guys on with me. We're gonna grow together. We're gonna grow together. We're gonna learn. We're gonna earn. We're gonna keep growing, and the channel is gonna keep growing, and this live stream is gonna keep growing. I do what I need to do to put out the content. I'm not selling courses right now. I'm not doing none of that at this moment. You know what I'm saying? But there we go. That's the alert. We wanted that ring. We wanted that. That's that 101. So right now we 101. Let's see if this one pushes and closes above this. All right, so if you took this setup with me, our first take profit just hit. You know what I'm saying? That 101 just took place. So right now what we want to see is this candle right here, this 5-minute candle close above 1-to-1 in order for us to move stops to break even. You can either do that, you could do nothing, you can move stops halfway up and then risk less on the trade. Or you could just, like I said, move stops to break even. But just to jump back, the Grim, You know what I'm saying? Anyone that's on this stream right now that's watching this stream, please feel free to share this content. You know what I'm saying? I want other people to know about it. I want other people to understand what it is we're doing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more content that's going to come out. There's a lot of stuff that I have in my head that needs to come to fruition, that needs to come to reality, right? That needs to come into this external physical realm so that other people can learn from what it is that we're doing. You know, whatever questions you guys have, feel free to drop them. You know what I'm saying? I trade GJ, and this is the pair that, you know, I've been trading for quite some time. And you know, I don't really plan on deviating. I know a lot of people trade gold and things of that nature, but you know, gold's been burning me for the past like 3-4 months. So I just left it alone and was like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on GJ because I can understand these patterns. I understand these patterns very well. I know you're probably wondering. Fuck with me, sleep down. All right, so 5 minute close didn't close above that 1-to-1, so I'm not moving my stops to break even. I'm leaving my stops right where they at. Gold too crazy for me. I don't. I ain't with it. Some people can trade it. Like I know that one guy. What's his name? Sean Lee. Almost made me feel my FT. Damn. Yeah, yeah. Stay away from that one, bro. Stay away. Stay away. I can see. All right, so if you peep here, this is, you know, like our previous resistance. This is where price came to initially turn around, and then that's where we were able to enter into our trade. What we want to see now is for this candlestick here to start moving bullish. Either start, you know, it could give us some like form of retracement if it wants to like breathe a little bit, but what we want to see is for price to break through this area and close above this area. That'll confirm that, you know, we're definitely going to move up further and potentially close our 3-to-1. So let's see how this plays out. All right, we got 4 viewers on the stream right now. If you're new on the stream, please like the stream so that YouTube can push this content out to a further audience. Right now, we're currently in a buy on GJ. We smacked TP1. Right now, we're kind of hovering right below TP1, but essentially this yellow box that you're seeing on my screen right now is the area that we need to break above in order for price to continue to move bullish. If not, price is going to pull back. It's going to pull back. And what we don't want to see is for price to stop us out. But if that takes place, it's all good. So be it. Could be used to make records. Poverty probably made him anomaly. 5 and 9 work for the dollar signs. The economy, honestly, we don't do good with that. So you see right here, that was a previous resistance, right? So we have resistance, resistance, all this wick rejection. Price broke right above, right? Came above. It's kind of exhausting itself. So we should, if we could get a close right here, followed by some bullish candles, we should start to push back to the upside. But wicks to the upside is great because what happens is it signals there's room for price to continue moving up, right? We had a wick right here followed by just a sell off. So now we want to see price push, and break above these wicks to continue in this up direction. Our final TP is set at 142.8100, right? 142.8100 will give us our 3-to-1 that we're looking for. Currently, we're still looking to move stops to break even and close above this 1-to-1, but price is playing on the downside, right? So below that 1-to-1. So we're just sitting tight, waiting for price to do what it needs to do. But currently at this moment, we're hovering in profit, but we're not quite 1-to-1 yet. Mr. Presidential Watch, tell me where you been. The two's at. Went to school in the burb. Shorty's classmate as a cool cat. Between us, yeah, you know why, TY. All right, so we're still in the trade. We're not panicking. None of that. All right, so we're starting to get that bullish momentum somewhat. Starting to step back in on the 5 minute, as you can see. It's the new 5 minute candle. So we want to see price, like I said, break above this high right here, close above the 1-to-1, so that we can move our stops to break even. All right, let's see how this one plays out. We still got 3 minutes left in this 5 minute candlestick. Damn, I'm fighting this battle for a minute. I might not get no more sleep tonight. If we could get one more like 7 likes, I'm gonna tell you what I think about this candlestick right here. Just one like. Somebody just like this video. Like the live stream. Bro, what is your daily target? My daily target. So on the daily time frame, we got this is our negative 27, so 142.94. But my target right now, stop loss limit also. But my target right now is 142.81. So I'm not going all the way to like 142.94, 100. Stop loss limit also. So I don't have a stop loss. Well, I have a stop loss set for certain, and that is set at, here, let me show you. My stop loss is set right over here at 142.46, or next, not 46, 142.406. I jumped in at 142.506, and I'm down here at 142.406. And that's basically a 10 pip stop loss, 30 pip TP. So I have 31 pips to just kind of suffice for the spread fees that the broker charges. I hope that answers your question, Max. But you got the daily targets. You also got the stop loss. I wouldn't jump in a trade just yet. I mean, you could because it's on a pullback. So, I mean, there's a potential for it to continue to pushing forward this direction. But you want the best price possible. You want to jump in wherever you can get in at the lowest price, right? For me, the lowest price that made sense was right here in this region. Simply because, we were looking at the break of this candlestick, and then we started to have rejection of the moving averages and price started to push up. So I jumped in right here. But right now, let's see here. What time is it? 4:59, so it's about to be 5 o'clock, and we're sitting right here at support. And we got 4 seconds left. Euro cat is falling. Let's see. GJ, what are you doing? Whoo! Oh, it is, but it's forming a bull flag. So be very careful trying to take a sell when you form these flags, right? So look at this. Price pushed, and now it's kind of doing this thing like this. So what typically happens is it moves back in this upward direction. So on a smaller time frame, yeah, there's a sell opportunity, but right now we're at the bottom of the channel, so we could see price turn around and kind of push back up. And what I was mentioning is it's forming this bull flag, so you have a couple things to keep in mind. You're currently at a resistance level that's not acting as support, right? Price broke above, you got this little bull flag pattern that's taking place. You drop down to a lower time frame. Yeah, it made this massive drop, but it could be setting itself up to push higher. Let's see what took place with news. Is there no Brexit bonfire on city? Brexit bonfire first Monday, but it won't be a real taker. They're still talking Brexit bullshit. Stop talking about Brexit. Brexit is done. All right. Yeah, UCAT was definitely pretty here, but me personally, I wouldn't. I don't trade UCAT, so I really don't know its tendencies and how it moves. But when I look at it from like a hourly time frame, like a 4-hour hourly time frame, it's forming a bull flag. So you got your flag post, right? That's your flag post, and then this is the flag, and then what happens is the flag breaks out to the upside and it continues up, right? Woo! Wick rejection, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. How much percent growth in a day after you just stay away from the markets? Man, it's one trade. I go 3-1. If I take a trade and I can only, if I go break even, I'll take another trade. Because I want to smack my 3-1s, right? So 3-1s means I'm risking 1% to make 3%, or risking 0.5% to make 1.5%. So it isn't really. It's not more of a percent game, but it's more of if I win my trade, right? If my trade hits my TP, I'm done. There's no need for me to try to trade again, right? Because if you put yourself on this like percent gain per day, what happens is you now are trading based off of making a specific amount, right? It might not be a dollar amount, but you're still basing you're still basing your trading off making a specific amount. Instead of doing that, set your stop loss, set your TP, and let it run. Let it do what it needs to do. If it's gonna run to your TP, let it run to the TP. If not, move forward. So right now, you see how price is moving, how we have all this wick rejection, stuff like that. I might end up moving this to like a 1.5 and just settle with risking that 1% to make 1.5% and just call it a day if I could get that. We got some new viewers in the stream right now. If you're new in the stream, please like this stream so that YouTube can share it to other people like yourself. Subscribe to the channel as well. There's a lot of quality content on the page, and there's a lot of new content that I'm whipping up now that's coming to the page. So if you want to learn how to trade 2021, enhance your strategy, enhance your mindset and your psychology, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to subscribe and get acclimated with the Etrexo family. Everyone that's here, you're part of the Etrexo family. I live my life one way that I could see. So you see right here, price kind of flatted out. Sellers aren't in the market, buyers aren't in the market. It's just kind of flat. Alrighty, let's see what's taking place. I'm not worried right now. A lot of weak hands are possibly in the market, selling off their positions and whatnot. But at the end of the day, we got our stop loss set. If we hit stop loss, it is what it is. But we're anticipating hitting our TP. So right now, I move my TP right here, but my TP is on my MT4 is still set at 142.8100. So if price pushes, we'll see what happens up here in this region here. But I would love for price to push to 142.8100. So we're gonna see what happens. We're getting a lot of wick rejection to the downside. Plus the moving averages are pushing in this upward direction, which is great. That's what we want to see. So if you see if you're looking at this trade and you're wondering what is taking place, right? There is a retracement taking place. We had a bullish push followed by a retracement, right? But you can see all these wicks to the downside, right? What this is telling you that the sellers are, they're getting weak, right? They're trying to push price lower, but the buyers are pushing price back up, and you're getting all of this wick rejection to the downside, right? So this is good. We want to see wick rejection. That's what we want to see. You don't want to see stuff like this, where you have these massive candles with barely any wicks, right? Because that shows you that, all right, the sellers are in control, right? These massive candles, sellers are in control. Right here, sellers are not in control. These candles are very small, followed by wick rejection. So we're clear. We broke out above the previous descending trend line, that descending pattern that we had there. We broke above it, right? We broke out, pushed above it, and now price is on its way up. So we broke this low. All right, so we're still in the trade. Still in the trade. Ooh, 4 viewers. Yo, if you're new to the stream, yo, please like the stream so we can spread it to a larger audience, and subscribe to the channel. There's gonna be, if you check out the channel, there's a lot of quality content, a lot of new content that's coming out similar to the content that's on the page. So 2021 is gonna be a learning experience for all of us. All of us, right? Welcome to the Etrexo family. Let's move this back to where my TP was set. Where's your percent one rate with this? How long do you? Honestly, my win rate with the 3-to-1 is about a 40 from FTMO. When I was trading FTMO, it came out to 46.7%. How long do you trading and what pairs? I've been trading for 6 years. In the beginning, I started with stocks, so I was trading penny stocks, and then I traded crypto for a year, around from like 2016 to 2017, and then I jumped into Forex about 2.5 years ago, and been trading. Realistically, Forex in the beginning for like the first year was quite difficult, simply because it was just a new industry. I had to get acclimated with how things work. Stocks, it's either price goes up, right? It's momentum based trading, so things just go up instead of worrying about things going down and losing money on the way down. I mean, you can lose on the way down, but it's momentum based trading. But once I understood the whole concept of Forex, it started to get better for me. And I want to say the past 8 months, I've been a little bit more consistent with my trading or whatnot, and been learning. I mean, I'm still learning. I wouldn't even say I'm better than any of you guys that are on the live stream right now, but it's the confidence, my level of confidence that's increasing, you know. And honestly, that is what most traders lack, that they really seek. They're not seeking a trading strategy. It's not a strategy that you're seeking. If you're scouring YouTube to look for a strategy, you're not looking for a strategy. You're looking for confidence. Because when you lack the confidence, your mind makes opportunities invisible to you. Opportunities that present themselves after they happen, your mind makes them invisible to you. So as you trade and as you become better and win a little bit more, you start to develop confidence, right? The first things first is you got to be able to accept risk. Accept the risk. I put this trade on knowing that I could lose the 10 pips, lose the 1%. And honestly, I don't even care. I don't It's not something that phases me. If it hits my stop loss, guess what, guys? I'm out. Doubt people who have more than 6 years experience will watch streams. Doubt people who have more than 6 years experience would watch streams. Yeah, I mean you right. Because they probably are trading on their own. They're out somewhere trading on their own. They figured out a strategy that makes sense to them and they trade on their own. And that's the thing. I used to jump on chats with other people, or I used to be in chat rooms while trading, and I realized that I'll end up losing money, listening to what other people's sentiment is about trades. If I'm buy bias on GJ, guess what? I'm taking buys. If I lose 3 trades in the buy, I'm done trading. But at least I follow to the script, right? But if I'm buy bias and then someone in here is saying, "Oh, GJ is gonna sell off," and then I start selling, and then GJ ends up going bullish, well, guess what? I'm gonna be beating myself up because I'm gonna be telling myself, "Oh man, I was in a buy bias, but I listened to XYZ and end up losing a trade because of XYZ." Right? And that's what traders with experience learn. They learn that it's their analysis on a chart and the trades that they take and the confidence that they have to take that trade. When I began, I was always, analyzing pairs, and then I would, send my charts to people like, "Yo, what do you think of this?" And they would just be like, "Oh, that's dope. I think that's a solid setup," right? And I wouldn't take the setup. The trade would go in my favor, but I wouldn't take the setup because I lacked confidence, right? Like I mentioned a few times in the stream, I'm reading this book, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Phenomenal book. It relates real life experiences with trading. And if you're seeking that confidence, I highly recommend you purchase Trading in the Zone. Whether you get an audio version of it or you get the physical copy and you actually read the book. But this is important. It's important for you to read this book. Yo, Russ, how long have you been trading? All right, so we got GJ pushing again. Damn, stream got 7 likes today. Damn, we active, yo. We active. We are active today. Streamer trades and be lazy and profitable. Copy streamer trades and be lazy and profitable. I mean, yeah, that's definitely potential, but you also got to keep in mind, bro. Like when you jump on these streams, whether it's my stream or somebody else's stream or Raja Bank's stream, during pre-New York, try to learn some. Try to learn some, right? Because what happens in the event that I don't stream, right? Like right now I have a cold. Like what if my cold was worse than what it is and I couldn't wake up this morning to jump on this stream, right? So you kind of would have been in a situation where now you got to go find somebody else to follow their stream. But if you take some of this information that you're seeing that I'm putting out, or you rewatch the stream, we've been on for like 2 hours and 20 minutes. You rewatch the stream, right, and take something away. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to come to these charts and place trades on your own as well, right? I took this setup solely based off of my analysis, nobody else. Right now it's moving sideways. It's going back in the drawdown and doing whatever it is. But, I'm confident that price is going to go in the direction that it needs to go. We'll close at 45, maybe cut losses, or you wait no matter what. 4,500. About your trade, I was thinking of Kendall will close at 4,500, maybe cut loss, or wait no matter what. 4,500, where we at? Right here. Let me see that. Hold up. I mean, that's a potential. You know what I'm saying? If that's how you would play it out, then I would say definitely play it out. But for me, I wouldn't cut a loss because I've seen in the past GJ will pull back on me, move sideways, and then, rush in that direction. For me, what I'm going to do is once price closes above the 1-to-1, I'll move my stops to break even. Or I'm going to put my stops a little bit into profit. And then what that at least does is if price pulls back on me and then it does want to stop me out, at least it closes my position in profit. But where we're at right now, price is just, slowly pushing up. It's just slowly pushing up. So we got 6 minutes left of this 30-minute close. How big is your FTMO? 100. But this trade that I'm taking right here is on this 5%er account. I kind of took a step back from FTMO. And I wanted to see how 5%ers work. So this is I'm doing the 40K challenge. But whatchamacallit, they start you off with 10K. And then if you do, I believe it is 6% on the 10K, they bump you up to the 40K. And then if you do 10% on the 40K, they flip that to 80. And then the 80 to 160, 160 to 320. 320 to 640, and then the 640 to 1.2 million, right? FTMO maxes you out at 300K. Profit splits is 70-30. But I realize with 5%ers, you ramp up profit-wise if you can hit your 10% per month much quicker than FTMO. FTMO, you pretty much, like, depending on how you play it, if you do 10% per month, on FTMO, you pretty much max out at around what is it, like 70? It's like 96 or like 100 and something thousand versus 5%ers over the course of a year. If you do 10% per month, you end up with like $500,000 worth of profit at a 50% split. So it's interesting the way it works, but that's where we at with it right now. Five viewers on the stream. If you're new on the stream, please like, subscribe to the page. There's a lot of content on the page that you can learn from. Psychological videos on the way to help you boost your confidence when it comes to trading. Oh man. It looks like I won't be getting no sleep. Be sitting here watching GJ. What's up, big man? Hey man, come on. Up, come on. Up. Come here. Look at this massive guy right here. What's up, bud? I guess little man is done sleeping. I should start the challenge with streamer trades. Make me think. Hey, what's up?
Are you on a video?
Yeah, I'm on a stream right now. We live on the stream. Maybe I should start the challenge with streamer trades. Makes me think. Good doggo.
Come on now.
Right. No, I mean that's not a bad idea, Russ. I mean, well, I'll take that back. It's not the best idea, but it's not a bad idea. Simply because, although I expect myself to be profitable, you don't want to be basing, your hard-earned money in your trades based off of another trader. Because what happens in the event that, if I don't pass it? Like let's say I take 10 losses and blow the account 10 losses back to back to back to back. I don't ever see that happening because, I follow like strict rules and whatnot. But in the event that something like that does take place, you don't want to be put in that position where you lose your account because of someone else. But I mean, I agree. I mean, if you want to, establish an account and then, take trades, like your trades plus like trades that, other individuals take that align with your views, absolutely, it's not a bad idea. Man, my tea was cold. I need some more tea or something. My throat is just sore. All right, so we see, the bulls are starting to step back into the market right now. Let's see if we could get a close above this red candle right here. So we have massive wick rejection right here at the 20 moving average. We got more wick rejection right here at the 20 on this candle. We got 32 seconds left of this 15-minute candle. Let's see if we could just close right above here. Can we get that? Can we get a quick little push? Let's see if we can get that little push. We got 20 seconds left. Come on. It's going to push down on us. Let's get a bump. Okay, let's see here. Let's drop back down to the 5 minute. So you see all this wick rejection? Really don't like that. I do not like it, but we are sitting tight. We're sitting tight. Alright, so we got 5 viewers on the stream. If you're new to the stream, please like the stream so that we can get out to more viewers like yourself. Subscribe to the page as well if you like the content that you find on the page. This year I'm going to be putting out a bunch of content that, evolves around Forex trading, psychological mindset, strategy, just different things that I run across in the Forex market or the Forex industry. I'm going to be putting it out for you guys to view yourself so you guys don't have to do the legwork. I'll do the legwork for you. But if you're new to the stream, go ahead and, like the stream and subscribe to the channel. That'll be solid. So you see this candle right here with this wick rejection. Let's see, that's on the 3 minute. We don't really want to look at that. 5 minutes a little solid. We like this. We like to see stuff like this. If we can get stuff like this to close like this, this signals strong bullish pressure. And all we got to do is just get right back above this little zone right here. And then we can start seeing some more bullish pressure push. $3-1 risk reward. If I risk 100 to 150 for 10K challenge, it would be pretty hard to fail. If I add loss cut, only problem will be achieving my goal. Maybe currently creating higher lows. Yeah, so it's creating higher lows, which is solid for this to move up. So we're gonna, we're sitting tight, we're standing in the trade, but you're right. It's with the 3-1, it's virtually impossible to lose. The only thing is FTMO limits you on how quick you can pass the challenge and the verification, right? They give you the 20 trading days. They give you a month to pass the challenge and a month to pass the verification, but you really only have 20 trading days, right? So if let's say you don't trade on Fridays, so you're limited to 16 trading days. And let's say you don't see an opportunity on 2 of those days throughout the week, right? So you just eliminated 2, 4, 6, 8 days. So now you have 8 days to essentially hit your target. So with 5 percenters, they give you 6 months to hit your first target. 6 months. So you could damn near take less than 1%. You can take, 0.25% per trade to make 0.75% per trade, and you'll still hit your numbers. You see, the thing is with 5 percenters, they're designed for you to grow, right? Because they're partners that fund their proprietary funding platform. They want people to make money, right? FTMO wants the same exact thing. They want people to make money. As you can see, GJ is going bullish, is pushing, right? That's perfect. But 5%ers, they want people to make money. FTMO, they want people to make money. But in my opinion, FTMO rushes you, so it shows in your trading. At least for me, when I was doing it, because I was going to do a 50K challenge, and then I initially started the 50K challenge in December. Didn't go well because as all of you may know, December is just a horrible month to trade. Not only is it a horrible month to trade, but we had the elections taking place, COVID was in the mix, all of that was in the mix, right? So I ended up being in drawdown about 8%, but then I pulled it back to break even. So they gave me a second opportunity to do the challenge. And, I just lost the interest in doing it because I was just going back and forth. I was like winning a trade, losing a trade, winning a trade, losing a trade. And I was just sitting stagnant. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? Like I feel like I'm rushing myself to pass this challenge. I'm rushing myself versus here, I'm in for 1% on this trade because this is a setup I understand. But if I don't see a setup that I understand, I might go in with 0.25. And if I lose 0.25, guess what? It's just 0.25, right? If I win that trade, I win 0.75. But I have 6 months to pass that verification process before I get bumped up to the 40K. And then on top of that, you keep 50% of this little challenge, quote unquote, process from 5%ers. Yeah, so I mean, FTMO, yeah, I would say that for more advanced traders or whatnot. I mean, me passing the 100K, when I did pass it, was at a time where the market was just in a condition for people to be able to pass it easily, right? I was trading GJ in a range, and it was clearly in, tapping support, tapping resistance. So I'd say about 80% of the trades I took for the 100K challenge the first time I passed was within a GJ range. And then I caught an EJ sell, that was also, just a clean opportunity. It was a break retest, clean opportunity for the sell. I took that as well. And I had maybe 12 lots opened up on that sell, but it was multiple setups, like sells. So it was like I caught the first trade, 5 lots, and then the second trade was 4 lots, and then the third trade was 3 lots. So on the way down, all going to the same TP, I was just adding multiple trades. But now, when conditions aren't just in this like easy market where it's just easy to the eye for you to see setups, it becomes difficult, you know what I'm saying, to like pass a challenge, especially if you're going back and forth. You're like winning a trade, losing a trade, winning a trade, winning a trade, losing a trade, right? You get into this mindset where it's like, damn, like I need to do this. I got 3 more days left. I need to hurry up and do this. Let's see. I like that candlestick on a 4-hour time frame. Got 3 hours left of it. So you see, we were in that range. We broke above that range, came back, tapped that range, and now we're starting to push back up. We want to close a clear close above these like highs, right? We get a close above these highs, 142.596. We're about 2 pips away. All right, we get a close above that. GJ is on the move to the upside. As you can see, we've been, holding this trend line. We've been holding a moving average. Everything is looking pretty, so I'm still in the setup. All right, so we got 5 viewers in the stream right now. If you're new to the stream, go ahead and like this video so that YouTube can push it out to other, forex traders similar to yourself. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content that you see on the channel. That would definitely help me grow and get the content out to a newer audience. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so we're still in GJ. GJ is moving. We have like a massive wick on a 4-hour time frame, which is pretty. Loving it. Let's see, 1 hour. 1 hour, we are approaching the highs, right? So we're coming up to those highs, which is also very beautiful. Massive wick rejection to the downside, which is pretty. $30-minute time frame, we're still in a good position. We got a lot of wick rejection to the downside, and now prices trading above this like level of resistance, that minor level of resistance that forms. So that's perfect. We drop down to a 15-minute time frame. We want to pop above here. We want to get right above here, which is 142.597. Once we get above there, we'll start to see price, push. That's the goal. We need to get right above here. 158. What is this line right here? What is that? It's not that. What is that line? Oh, it's the 4-hour resistance. Yeah, it's the 4-hour resistance. Or excuse me, the daily resistance. Yeah, so we have this daily descending trend line. It's been pushing for quite some time. So we're also very mindful of that there. Could we get that break above this area here? I mean, absolutely. We've been in an uptrend for so long. We might see a pullback from this point moving forward, but honestly, because we're bullish, I'm going bullish until price tells us that we're going bearish. I mean, the candles are starting to get a little bit smaller, so I don't want to overthink things. I'm going to just trade what I see right now. There we go. We're starting to get that push. 5-minute time frame. What happened to the music? Alright, so we're getting some rejection again. Looking at your past video, it's your second stream. How often do you plan to stream in the future? So realistically, I plan on doing streams Monday through Friday, 3 a.m. till whenever I decide to stop them. If we take a setup, then we'll jump off after that. But yesterday I did not do the stream simply because there was a storm that passed through my city and then knocked the power out, so I couldn't even jump online. I only had my phone, and honestly that would have been just catastrophic if I was trying to stream using the hotspot on my phone. But I do plan on doing these Monday through Friday. So tomorrow we're definitely gonna wake up again, 3 a.m. get on the stream and just see what opportunities present themselves to us. Man, it's rough just staying up. Waking up at 3 a.m. I still got a whole day of just stuff to do. All right, so we broke this trend line. Let's see what happens here. Are we gonna test this moving average, or are we going to fall off a cliff? I'm gonna be right back, you guys. I'm about to go get some water. All right, we back. Got my bowl of cereal and some water. We got 7 viewers on the stream right now. Yo, if you're new to the stream, go ahead and like the stream so that YouTube can push this out to a larger audience. Help me get to 10 likes. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a goal of mine right there, to get to 10 likes on the stream. And then subscribe to the page. There's a lot of useful content on the page. Previous streams, as well as past trades. A lot of content you can learn from. So, if you're interested in learning this year on how to trade, stick around. You're gonna learn a lot. There we go. We got 8 likes. Let's see if we can get to 10. Where the Bulls at? Come on. Where the Bulls at? See what the 30 minutes showed us. All right, so we got some nice wick rejection on the 30 minute. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. You see, so as price is playing out, I wanna bring this to your attention. So price wicked into this zone multiple times, right? But from what you can see is price has been just hovering in somewhat of profit, right? It's been hovering somewhat of profit. When you trade, you want to be paying attention to where you're taking your entries, because I could have took a trade up here and price could have been in drawdown this whole time. But me taking a trade here, price is still being in profit. This allows me to boost my confidence, and this allows me to have more confidence in this setup to withstand all of these little swings back and forth, right? Because right now what price is doing is just in this little range, just moving sideways, right? We're waiting for the buyers to step in, and typically buyers are going to step in pre-New York. They're going to come in, they're going to see everyone's going to come to their desk, they're going to get themselves situated, they're going to see that price broke out to the upside and that started to break, so they're going to start taking their setups. So we should start seeing the push to the upside pre-New York session, right? Hopefully we don't see a sell-off before that push to the upside. Simply because I want price to go bullish, right? I'm bullish biased, so I want price to push up. But you want to focus on your entries more than ever, because it determines on how you feel in the trade. The whole time it determines how you feel while you're in the trade. If you end up taking a setup up here and then you're in drawdown the whole time, you're going to feel some type of way and want to close that trade. You're going to want to close it. That's just it. But it being down here, and although it's near my entry level, right, I'm allowing myself to establish the confidence that price is going to move in my favor. If price ends up cracking and then falling off, it's okay. I'm perfectly fine, because I know how much I'm risking on this trade. For the reward that I'm looking to gain from this trade, right? So I'm not tripping about that. It sucks watching price go back and forth into profit and death, confidence killer. Yeah, no, that's serious, Logan. And I've dealt with that for a long time, where I would just I would impulse buy because something looked like it was breaking out. I didn't wait for a candle to close, and then the joint will pull back on me and then just be moving sideways for hours, just sideways and drawdown, and then eventually stop me out. That's the worst, when something will just go negative on you, move sideways for hours, where you're constantly checking the phone, looking at did it go in profit? Can I go break even now? and then it just stops you out after like 4 hours of moving sideways. There we go. Yo, my apologies if you guys hear me chewing on the stream. This microphone is very, very sensitive. Let me see if I can move it away a little bit. Can we get a pop above this high right here? On 42.57. Let's get 142.58. 142.58. Let's go. Come on. 5,800. Where we at? There we go. We're starting to push. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Wick rejections. Come on. Man, there's a lot going on right now with this chart. Loving it. Come on, push. Push, baby, push. Hop above that. There we go. All right, we got 31 seconds left till this close. Right. Right. I'll accept that. So as you can see, we got a lot of wick rejection to like the downside and wick rejection to the upside. So price is kind of, like I said, it's in a range. It's moving sideways. We want to see price pop above here or break below here in order to let us know what direction price is going to move in, right? And when I say break below, I mean go below and close, not just a wick. None of this means anything to me. This is fairy tales. All of that is a fairy tale. Price came down here. Price was here at one point, but then it shot up and now it's up here. Price was down here at one point, but then it shot back up and now it's here. Price was down here at one point and it shot back up, now it's here, right? wicks or fairy tale. Price was up here at one point, but then the pullback here. You want closed volume and not live volume. Like right now, because it's like doing this, you don't want to be, oh, it's a sell, because what could happen is price could push. You're in like 3-4 pips profit, and then it turn around and then shoot the other direction on you. Trading is a waiting game, y'all. But look, we're coming to the end of our stream. I appreciate everybody that jumped on live with us today. Still in this GJ trade right now. If anyone is feeling iffy about the trade that took it down here at this 142.500 level, you can close your trade out like right around this region here in this 1-to-1. If we can get a pop right back into that region, I foresee price at least popping back up there. So I would definitely say at least set your TP 1-to-1 so that you can get out of it if you just want to get out 1-to-1. If not, do nothing. Just let it run its course. If like I said, if price does come down and stops us out at 400, this 400 level down here, it's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Because risk was managed on this trade, so we're not worried if price were to push down this direction or if price were to push up, right? But we want price at least to go, 2-to-1. If we could get our 2-to-1, that would be solid. If we could get 3-to-1, that's golden, right? So I appreciate everyone for jumping on, watching from New Zealand. Thanks, bro. See you tomorrow night. Yo, Logan. Hey, that's love, man. That's love. Yo, from the States, man. Thank you for joining. Tomorrow, I'm going to definitely see you guys, right? 3 a.m. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for jumping on. Like I said, let's get active.